Have you ever noticed something strange at work? You're the one staying late.
You're the one getting the difficult tasks done. You're the one trying to keep everything on track.
But somehow, when your boss needs an opinion, attention,
Or trust, it's someone else who gets it. And that can be incredibly frustrating because you start thinking,
what am I doing wrong?
am I not working hard enough? But here's the uncomfortable truth.
Working harder doesn't always make you more valuable in your boss's eyes.
Sometimes, the people who get noticed aren't the ones doing the most work. They're the ones who know how to make their value visible. And in this video,
I'm going to show you 4 simple things you can do to make your boss notice your work,
trust your judgment, and finally understand why you matter to the team without becoming the office suck-up.
Point 1. Don't just work hard. Make your work visible. One of the biggest mistakes hardworking employees make is assuming their boss knows everything they're doing. But the truth is, your boss probably doesn't see your entire day. They may not know that you stayed late to fix a problem, handled a difficult task, or found a way to finish something faster.
So instead of simply saying, I finished the project, give your boss a little context. For example, say, I finished the project, fixed the main issue we were having, and made a few changes that should help us avoid the same problem next time.
Now your boss doesn't just hear that the task is finished. They understand what you did, what problem you solved, and why your work mattered. The goal isn't to brag about yourself. It's simply to make sure the value of your work doesn't remain invisible. Don't just complete the work. Make the impact of your work clear.
Point 2. Understand what matters to your boss. Here's something most employees overlook.
Your boss doesn't just care about whether you finished your work. Your boss cares about what matters most right now.
Maybe the deadline is getting closer.
Maybe a client is unhappy. Maybe the company is trying to reduce costs. Or maybe there's a problem that your boss has been trying to solve for weeks.
If you understand what your boss is focused on, you can start connecting your work to those priorities. Instead of simply saying,
I finished my task.
Try saying, I know getting this done quickly was important, so I prioritized it and finished it ahead of schedule. Now you're not just showing that you followed instructions.
You're showing that you understand the bigger picture.
And that can make a huge difference because the employees' bosses, remember,
aren't always the ones who simply do what they're told. They're often the ones who understand what needs to be done, why it matters,
and how their work helps the team move forward. Point 3.
Become the person your boss can really. There's another reason your boss may trust someone else more than you, even if you work just as hard. Reliability.
Your boss wants to know that when they give you something important,
they don't have to constantly worry about it. If you say you'll finish something by Friday,
get it done by Friday.
If you realize you're going to miss a deadline, don't wait until the last minute to explain. Let your boss know early. And if possible, come with a solution.
And when something goes wrong, don't just say, there's a problem. Try saying, I found a problem with this, but I've already looked at 2 possible solutions.
Here's the one I think will work best. That small difference can completely change how your boss sees you. Because now, you're not just someone who completes tasks. You're someone who can be trusted with problems.
And when your boss knows that giving you responsibility means one less thing they have to worry about, your value naturally starts to rise. Point 4. Build a professional relationship, not a personal favor.
There's one more thing that can make a big difference in how your boss sees you.
Your relationship with them. And I'm not talking about becoming your boss's favorite, agreeing with everything they say,
or constantly trying to impress them.
I'm talking about building a professional relationship based on communication and trust. Don't only talk to your boss when something goes wrong. Share your progress.
Ask thoughtful questions. And when you have an idea, don't just point out the problem. Explain how you think it could be improved.
And if you disagree with your boss, you don't have to stay silent. You can say,
I see it a little differently.
Here's what I'm thinking. And here's why I believe this approach could work better. That shows confidence without being disrespectful. Over time,
These small interactions change the way your boss sees you.
You stop being just another employee who completes tasks. You become someone they communicate with, trust, and want involved in important decisions.
And that's the kind of professional relationship that can open doors.
Without ever having to become the office suck-up. Final advice before we finish. There's one thing I want you to remember.
If your boss seems to give someone else more attention or importance,
Don't let jealousy take over. Instead, watch that person carefully. How do they talk to the boss?
how do they handle pressure? How do they communicate their ideas?
And how do they behave when the boss is around? Take the lesson, but don't lose yourself trying to become them. And also, take a serious look at your own behavior. When work gets stressful, do you become impatient?
Do you show your frustration? Do you sometimes let your attitude change when the pressure
Gets high? Because your boss may not remember every task you completed, but they will remember how you behave when things get difficult.
So stay professional, be patient, respect your time and your deadlines.
When you are at work, focus on your work and stay away from unnecessary gossip and office drama.
You don't need to work yourself into exhaustion just to prove that you're valuable. You need to become someone who is reliable,
Professional, calm under pressure, and easy to trust. And remember,
the goal isn't to make your boss like you.
the goal is to become so valuable that your work is difficult to overlook. If you found this video useful, subscribe to the channel.
Because we'll be sharing more practical advice to help you build a better career, make more money, and become more valuable in the workplace.